First off, dear Gina Docksetter, thank you for allowing us to host the State of the County here. What'd you think of tonight's address?
Well, you're welcome for hosting. It was our pleasure, and I thought it was a great address. I liked it. You were very comedic. Yes, I believe you will be getting a few phone calls tomorrow, but very funny, very funny. I thought it was really good. I really liked that Ryan, he really places emphasis on bringing things back to the valley, bringing businesses, just like our packing shed, where we source stuff out. I just think he's really committed that way. I think it shows.
I'm here with Mayor of El Centro, Edgar Garcia. What'd you think of tonight's State of the County?
I thought that it was a very wonderful presentation of all of the advancements that we're doing in the county and everything that we seek to strive for in the future.
Oh, I think this was a great event. The county really came out. People came out to experience and see what Ryan has to say, and he has a great look on the future. I think as county employees, we should all listen to what he said and look at the people that we truly represent and lead by his example.
I'm here with the man himself, CEO Tony Rohodes. What'd you think of tonight's State of the County?
I think it was a great event. It was well attended. I also like that Mr. Kelley got to give a little bit about what he wants to see in the future, what he has the vision. I think that was a strong message tonight that he shared. What's the vision of Imperial County? I think he outlined it pretty well.
I'm here with City Councilman Sam Couchman. What'd you think of tonight's State of the County?
I thought it was a great event, man. A lot of people, big turnout, I think, because it's done at night, and the county gets a lot of people here, a lot of business people, a lot of people doing business here in Imperial County were here. I thought everybody did a great job, and I think it's a real exciting kind of thing to have this, everybody come together, kind of get together, do some networking, and also listen to the speech from the chairman. And I think they bring up a lot of good points of what the county's doing. And a lot of people don't see everything that we do in government, but I think this illustrates a lot of what we do, and a lot of what happens, and some of the exciting things going on in Imperial County.
Awesome. I'm here with IID Director Alex Cardenas. What brings you here tonight to the State of the County?
You know what? It's exciting to hear our chairman out here and take the charge when it comes to our county. Very exciting things happening out here, but I'm only here for the food. We got Hacienda Catering. I'm on a keto diet, so I can eat all this beef. So it's a great event, great turnout, great food. And to see all my colleagues and friends and families here, it's a great deal tonight.
So what do you hope the people who are in attendance and the people who will be listening will take from your speech on this event?
I hope they get the idea that Imperial County is not going to sit back on its heels. We're going to be out front. We're going to be fighting. There's been so much oversight of what's happening here. So no longer are we just going to sit here and take the leftovers or the waste stream from another community, a river that's been polluted for all of my life. We're going to take it on, and we're not going to sit back any longer.
I'm here with Supervisor Ray Castillo. What'd you think of tonight's event?
Very, very good. Hey, you did a good job, man. For first-time MC, you did a great job.
Well, what do you hope the people who came here take away from tonight's State of the County?
Well, you know, you got to stay positive. You got to stay positive, and it's hard to even gauge what. Brian brought up a couple of good things that are coming to this county, and one, the renewable energy is still continuing. The other potential for mining of lithium, as well as the geothermal energy expansion that's going to occur in this county. All those are really good projects, and I think he said it right when we could become the nation's supplier of lithium for lithium-ion batteries, and I think that would be huge. But overall, it was a really good report that he gave.
Awesome. Well, thank you for coming and look forward to stuff. Thank you. We're with IVEDC CEO and President Tim Kelley. What'd you think of tonight's State of the County?
Yeah, I thought it was great. Ryan did a great job. I think he really picked up on some points that are important, some challenges that we're having. And what's most important is he really challenged us to look at the future and to look at what needs to be done in this county, pulling things together and moving forward.
Awesome. I'm here with Yulil Garza and Robin Kelly. What'd you good ladies think of tonight's event?
You know what? One of the high moments for me was when he mentioned teachers of Imperial County. They need to stay in Imperial County. As a teacher, I value the fact that Mr. Kelley took time to acknowledge us. So I thank him for that.
What's your favorite thing here?
My favorite thing here is the food and the people and a little girl named Penelope Revelar.
You haven't even ate food.
I haven't. but I'm going to, and it's going to be my favorite thing of the night.
But ladies and gentlemen, it gives me the great pleasure, and it's truly an honor to introduce our chairman of the board, supervisor of District Number 4, Mr. Ryan Kelley.
I've only done this once before, and I think I was way too far away from the microphone the last time, so I'll make the adjustment now. Thank you, Gil, for the opening stick. It was, it was entertaining. So I do have a good message to share with you, and on this beautiful night, and thank you to Dusty and Gina for making this venue available. It does have a significant role in what we're trying to do here in Imperial County. So my fellow supervisors, county elected officers, my family, friends, and fellow Imperial County family, thank you for joining us tonight. Before I begin, let me acknowledge my First Lady, Robin. And my mother and father, Malcolm and Karen Kelley. I think my brother is still here, but he's probably smoking somewhere. So my brother, Kevin Kelley. My cousin, Tim Kelley, and his wife, Marisa. And my cousin Howard, who is not hiding out with Kevin smoking, but he's out in the corner back there. Unfortunately, my two children can't be here tonight because they're taking midterms, but hopefully it'll be worth it that they miss this and they pass their midterms. But at this point, I would like to also acknowledge my mother-in-law, Wendy Brown, and my aunt, Susan Gordon. So Robin and I are a great team, and we serve Imperial County as a team. And it is only with her that I'm able to be here and to help any of the things that I can help with. So everything that I do, it is a combined effort. And I do want to make note that without her, you don't get me. And without me, you don't get her. So I'm supposed to give some flowers out, so I'll do that. So it is humbling to address you as the county chair. The role of the county chair is not as glamorous as a mayor or assembly member, but it has an enormous influence on the future of our community. Supervisors, I look forward to working with you to achieve our shared vision for this community and making Imperial County the best possible place to live for this generation and the next generation. I stand on the shoulders of great men and women who have mentored me over the years, and some of them, many of them, are in this room today. I thank you for your guidance and your support over those years.
I had to staple this so it wouldn't fly away in the wind. So. At this point, would all the veterans in attendance please stand up? Yeah. We all thank you for your service, past or present, to our country and our community. I would like to take this moment to address some of the successes of the county over the last year. The Department of Public Works was instrumental in the formation of the Nyland County Sanitation District and continued with road improvement projects such as Dogwood Road, 1 mile of roadway with an overall project cost of $1.5 million. And other road maintenance and rehabilitation projects on various rural roads, approximately 13.6 miles with an overall cost of $1.1 million from SB1 funds. The Imperial County Fire Department responded to 4,300 calls for help in the last year. And as part of Fire Prevention Week, they made fire safety presentations to over 2,600 students at local schools. Our Workforce Development Department served an average of 2,000 individuals a month seeking employment. They also participated in organized various job fairs and recruitment events for fisheries, service industry, retail, renewable energy, and government employers. With over 3,000 attendees and over 800 job placements. Imperial County Public Health partnered with the Mexicali Health Jurisdiction to establish the Tuberculosis Control Program, which plays an important role for early identification of TB. The Public Administrator held its first indigent burial at Terrace Park Cemetery in Hopeville, and hosted the 13th Annual Senior Appreciation Day with over 700 attendees. The Ag Commissioner's Office coordinated a multi-agency environmental justice initiative focusing on pesticide applications near schools and residential areas. The sealer of weights and measures verified the accuracy of 3,300 commercial scales and inspected 2,300 fuel pumps for credit card skimmers. At the Air Pollution Control District, AB 617 is being implemented through community-focused and community-driven action to reduce air pollution and improve public health in Calexico, El Centro, and Heber. This will expand over time. Planning and development services had another busy year, including work on the Desert Shores Restoration and Dust Mitigation Pilot Project, adding berms to the existing intake channel and allowing imported water from the Salton Sea to remain in the channel, creating a small lake. They also oversaw the Winter Haven Fire Sheriff Substation construction project, 9,600 square feet, that will co-house County Fire OES and the Sheriff's Department. 2018 also saw the construction of 3 new solar projects, Midway 3 Solar, 20 megawatts, Mount Signal 3, 200 megawatts, and an additional 100 megawatts at Wisteria. Planning also permitted several public events, including the Glamis Halloween event, with approximately 12,000 attendees, and the growing Bombay Beach Biennale with 500 attendees. And I believe there's a group led by a few in attendance that will be going this year in a few weeks. The Imperial County Libraries saw more than 37,000 visits to their various locations and saw a total circulation increase by 60% from 2017. Imperial County Behavioral Health entered an agreement with local schools to provide mental health services at the Family Resource Centers located in Brawley and El Centro High Schools, and established a youth and young adult and an adult substance use disorder treatment program in Calexico and Brawley. Child Support Services was awarded a digital marketing grant to help engage parents to make child support payments and raise awareness about child support benefits. Overall, last year, they collected $24 million in support for payments to children and families. Our Public Defender's Office provided representation to thousands of indigent clients facing criminal proceedings and represented minor children in the dependency court. Our probation department collaborated with the Sheriff's Department on the cognitive behavioral therapy program in the county jail. Probation also hosted the 3rd annual Adult Reentry Summit that has seen its attendance increase by 60% since the first year.
Welcome to Imperial County Air Pollution Control District. My name is Mary Ball, and this is the front office staff here to serve you in the Imperial Valley. Luis Perez, Cassie Justice, and Norma Analisca.
My name is Luis Perez. I'm the first person you see when you walk into the APCD office. I am here to assist you with any air quality needs.
Hi, I'm Cassie Justice. I'm excited again, proud to be a newest member of the APCD family, and I look forward to serving our community members.
Hi, I'm Norma. He's the office technician for our pollution control district. We carry multiple source coordinates, and I'm here to assist you in any way of your needs.
Good afternoon. Welcome to Imperial County Treasurer Tax Collector's Office.
My name is Maria Fonseca.
And I'm Sylvia Sanchez.
You will find us here when you come to the counter. We are here to help you. We can help you with any questions, concerns you have about property taxes.
Just remember that our second installment is due April 10th, 2019. So make sure you come in between 9 and 5, Monday through Friday.
Good afternoon. I'm Chuck Story, Imperial County Clerk Recorder. I'd like to welcome you into my office. Well, we're here to serve you in any way we can with property records, so let me introduce you to my staff. My assistant, Virginia Wong.
Hi, welcome to our recorder's office. We are here to serve our public. We have records for both marriages, we perform marriage ceremonies, and we also record documents for properties here in Imperial County. Please come in with us.
I'm We're here to serve you and anything you need with vital records, come here.
Hello, my name is I'm an editor, and we always welcome you.
So would all the public employees please stand up? So the point of those videos and to acknowledge your service is that every public employee is making a commitment to their community. And if you didn't realize it, they are your family, their friends, and your neighbors. They are your community. And as you can see, this is something that we should develop into more of a program for the county offices so that they're all inviting and that these videos are on our website, on YouTube, so that when somebody comes to that counter, they might recognize Mary, or they might recognize Virginia. It makes them feel a little bit more comfortable about coming into the county administration building, or to APCD, or to the health department. Just an idea. I haven't run it around you guys yet, but something that I think would be beneficial. So now to the guts of this thing. I want to thank everyone for coming tonight to the State of the County here at Doc's Organic in Westmorland. I want to state right off the bat that Doc's Organic is a local and family-owned business, homegrown in Imperial County. This family business is a testament to the fact that small, local, family businesses can not only grow, but thrive in Imperial County. This business demonstrates that hard work, the willingness to invest in this county can and will be rewarded. that opportunity means meaningful careers are being created here, and that local government does not have to be a hindrance to success, but a key partner in the prosperity. There's an old proverb that goes something like this: a vision without a plan is just a dream. A plan without a vision is just drudgery. But a vision with a plan can change the world. I didn't become an Imperial County supervisor to change the world, but to make this small corner of it, this oasis in the desert, a place for our kids and communities to prosper. But to do this, we must have vision, a plan, and willingness to make positive difference for the people of Imperial County. I believe that the first part of this challenge is changing the story. For far too long, Imperial County has been ignored, excluded by neighboring counties, state and federal government. And in few occasions that we are paid attention to, it's often a news story with a headline reading, "Imperial County has the highest unemployment rate in California." This is where we can begin to change the story. Why not say Imperial County has the greatest percentage of available, ready, and willing to work labor in California? Yeah. It's time we turn our lemons into lemonade. Pardon the pun, Dusty. Changing the story means that we must have a vision and a plan to improve the three factors that will make Imperial County prosper. We must improve our economy. We must improve our education. And we must improve our environment. We must work to change the story on our economy by creating an environment where good business can thrive and grow. Doc's Organic here in Westmorland changed the story for organic citrus in Imperial County. Rather than shipping both products and jobs to our competitors in Yuma and Coachella, this family business is packing valley lemons and oranges right here. Our county worked with the owners to provide favorable and fair permitting and loans to enable this productive industry to thrive, create value for our community, and keep these jobs local. One World Beef in Brawley is changing the story as well. When National Beef closed its Brawley facility, costing thousands of jobs in the process, a local businessman saw an opportunity in Brawley and believed in Imperial County. The reopening of the plant and the continuing growth of One World Beef stabilized our local $500 million a year beef industry, the largest agricultural sector in our county. Again, Imperial County worked to be a partner for restoring these jobs and protecting our most productive industry. Synthetic genomics in Calipatria is changing the story by developing biofuel from algae. Imperial County is working with synthetic genomics on potential expansions and placing algae processing plants in Imperial County. This offers incredible new opportunities for this county in the worlds of renewable energy, biological sciences, and launching point for industries of the future. Controlled thermal resources and energy source in an island are changing the story by developing lithium extraction from geothermal brine at the Salton Sea. These lithium-rich brines offer the potential for Imperial County to become a global source for materials key to producing lithium-ion batteries that will be powering renewable energy of the future. Imperial County is working with controlled thermal resources and energy source to provide permitting and geothermal resource policy support. Imperial County is open for business and creating an environment that will encourage entrepreneurship, with policies like bringing back local control of CUPA, environmental oversight, establishing consolidated permitting systems, and removing the burdens that will allow people to take full advantage of the opportunity this county has to offer. We must continue to change the story on Imperial County education by preparing our students for the new and emerging industry and the growing demands of specialized training. Local school districts are making improvements by incorporating digital instruction to prepare for an evolving job market. But they cannot replace teachers, because teachers are and always will be the bedrock of our students' success. Imperial Valley College has even a greater role in our future. Every new industry wants to know what the workforce capabilities are of Imperial County. Where we have a gap, we must be ready to fill it. The Post-1 Academy is an example of a local employment need that was addressed by IVC. It took a long time. We must be more reactive, and we must be able to address them as they appear. San Diego State Imperial Valley campus is planning additional growth in Calexico and Brawley for our new undergraduate and graduate programs. San Diego State and the state of California must make a financial commitment to these programs and the infrastructure to support it. And the community will support San Diego State. We want our children and grandchildren to have a four-year university in Imperial County. Bring students into Imperial County and let others learn about this valley and its people, rather than continuing to see our youth leave for greater opportunities over the mountain. Imperial County is changing the story on environment. Imperial County is requesting the same regulatory authority that 56 other counties have and performing these critical environmental services at the same time as other inspections and services, thereby simplifying the process, reducing the impact on businesses, and providing a consistent compliance message. Imperial County Air Pollution Control is expanding our air monitoring network, incorporating advocacy groups into the planning process. The APCD is engaged in solvency and cross-border conversations leading to action. Imperial County Environmental Health is establishing a water desk and testing protocol for Imperial County waterways. Our partners, state agencies, to ensure every interested party has the most current information to protect our water and resource. Imperial County is changing the story of the Salton Sea. At all levels of county government, we challenged the state of California and got California's acknowledgement of the need for Salton Sea restoration and mitigation. And we will continue to hold the state accountable for the lack of action on the ground and the lack of effort to meet the state's established goals to protect our air quality. These are but a few examples of the work Imperial County is doing to make our government more efficient, effective, and transparent. We are customer-focused in order to make Imperial County a better place to live, work, and do business. We can achieve this vision to change Imperial County for the better, but we need a plan to make it happen. And here's my plan for 2019. In Imperial County, the beginning of the conversation must always begin with water. We must, and we will, protect this precious natural resource. The Board of Supervisors stands united with our community and the IID in imposing any and all new water transfers. Imperial Valley and the Salton Sea have been sucked dry by predatory water agencies looking to build their economy on our water and at our expense. Those days must come to an end. The pioneers of this valley intended our water to be put to use here. Rather than attempting to take our water out to build a project on the coast, why not have them just come here and open a business? We also know this community is being harmed by raw sewage flowing through our backyards from Mexico via the New River. It is now high time we challenge the government of Mexico and an international water boundary commission. We have tolerated this toxic pollution and now raw sewage for far too damn long. It is sick and inhumane for our families and our kids. We cannot continue to tolerate this pit of infection any longer. State and federal agencies have already wasted millions of dollars on infrastructure in Mexicali, and the equipment is failing at an alarming rate. The money needs to be spent in Imperial County and serve the people of Imperial Valley. We can clean the river, provide a cleaner environment for all of our communities and the Salton Sea. And at the Salton Sea, we cannot accept less than what was promised to us. The Salton Sea Management Program has failed to meet acreage coverage for 2 consecutive years. We are being sold another bag of glass. Air, water, and business impacts were to be addressed by the water transfers to the wealthy urban coast, and the state of California took that responsibility. No more talk, no more focus groups, no more outreach. Build the perimeter lake now and stabilize the shoreline where we live. The plan for 2019 also ensures that our county government is more agile, transparent, and responsive. The Board of Supervisors will host traveling board meetings, 1 board meeting in 6 communities this year. The county will host a strategic planning workshop focused on the next 5 years, and I'd like to invite as much public participation as possible. This is your county. Share your vision and attend, please. The county is also introducing a consolidated permitting platform that will allow the public to submit permit applications from the comfort of their home or office, and the ability to be able to see it tracking through the county, various departments, and be able to print out a permit. So for anyone that might live in West Shores, Palo Verde, Ocotillo, or Winter Haven, you may not have to come to El Centro. And I don't mean to offend anyone from El Centro. We are working to make sure that the citizens of this county have a greater voice than through direct communication and advice to the county for improvement. We reestablished the Veterans Advisory Committee, and we have just initiated the North End Advisory Committee. Community concerns are delivered directly to your representative, and answers are given. A vision with a plan to improve Imperial County means delivering the best possible opportunities for our communities, our children and grandchildren, to remain and thrive in Imperial County as productive members of our small communities, to make them more vibrant and prosperous. That means promoting value-added products. Today we send a vast majority of our agricultural products to other destinations for processing and refinement. Imperial County is working on bringing those operations home. Juice your grapefruits here and stamp a big seal on it that says proudly made in Imperial County. We must also promote renewable energy development to power California from right here in Imperial Valley. We have the blessing of untapped natural resources to make that happen. Geothermal, solar, hydroelectric, and wind energy projects are critical to California's renewable energy goals. And we can power a greener, brighter California right here from the renewable energy capital of California, Imperial County. We must also promote industrial development. We have the foreign trade zone, we have opportunity zones, we have specific planning areas. We have land, water, power, and people. Now, let's tell the world. We can help California meet greenhouse gas reduction goals by becoming an industrial sector outside of the Los Angeles basin and shipping our goods by rail to Long Beach. Our only limitation is ourselves. So here's my challenge to you. Let's not say what we have is good enough, or that the way things are is the way they will always be. Instead, let us begin working this year to build a legacy of prosperity and to leave a better place for our children. Let future generations look back and say that we turned our challenges into opportunities, lemons into lemonade. And let us work together to make this community where all our children and grandchildren will grow and prosper together. A place we can all be proud to call home, the Imperial County. Thank you, and may God continue to bless you and Imperial County.